Namaste, friends. I'm Dr. Deepak Gupta, consultant psychiatrist based in Manchester, United Kingdom. I was born and brought up in Mumbai, so I'm not new to police encounters. In Mumbai, I used to hear about various gangsters being shot by police in encounters, and then recently we've again had a high profile case in India. So, in this video, I'm trying to discuss from a psychological perspective three questions. What is the reason behind these police encounters? What is the reason for these encounters being so popular amongst general public? And third, what are the aftermaths of these encounters? So, for the first reason, what is the reason behind these police encounters? Now, we humans, we have a natural instinct for aggression. We are all aggressive individuals. However, if everyone was allowed to be aggressive, there would be chaos and violence in the society. So we have two mechanisms to deal with this aggression. The first is our internal mechanism. We all have a moral structure within our mind, which is developed by parents, teachers, and role models, that we should not be doing wrong. And most of the time, it helps us to limit our aggression. Even though we may feel angry, we try to control it. However, if this mechanism is not enough, and if someone actually becomes aggressive, then we have an external mechanism, and that is the law and order, the police and the judiciary system. They nip in and they try to control aggression. Aggression happens between people who are powerful, who engage in an aggressive act, and people who don't and have power, and they become the victim. To protect the victim, the society creates the system of judiciary. We all have again an instinct to be treated justly, to be treated fairly, to not suffer any injustice. And if this happens, we expect the societal law and order to nip in. Now, in police encounters, what happens is usually the gangsters, they have exercised aggression in the first instant, and now the judiciary responds back. In an ideal society, the police would catch these criminals and present them to the judiciary, and the judiciary will mete out punishment. However, we all know that the judiciary can be slow. It can also be sometimes inefficient or corrupt. And we know of cases where it has been dragged on and on in the courts for years together, and the victim's family, they continue to suffer in silence. They do not feel that justice has been meted out to them. We also know of instances where criminals get 5-star treatment in prisons. So naturally, the people, they want instant justice, and hence the basis for these encounters to be so popular amongst people. People like these encounters because generally people are powerless. They don't feel confident that justice will be given out. So when an encounter happens, then they feel that yes, police will probably take care of them. However, the reverse side is that the police then feel more powerful. The imbalance of power increases, and it is very likely that the police may one day encounter someone who is not at fault. So it's not a win-win situation in any way. What are the after effects of these encounters? The police themselves, they sometimes suffer from these encounters. Many policemen suffer from what is called PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, after such encounters. They have killed a human, and then later on they get flashbacks and nightmares of the same. They become depressed or they become angry, and to cope with that, they start drinking more alcohol. And sometimes they commit suicide by shooting themselves. In terms of society, as I said before, the imbalance of power increases. The police, they may justify their various acts, and the powerless may feel more powerless. on a positive note, sometimes the other criminals, they become afraid, and they would think, oh, if I engage in a criminal activity, I might be shot down straight away. And they may rethink about some of their behaviors. So it's a very mixed situation. I think the best way to get out of this is to have an efficient judiciary system where the law and order, the court system, they are quick, they are efficient, they are not corrupt, and the justice is given out uh, in a just manner, and quite quickly, so that the victim or the families don't have to suffer for long. So, my friends, these are some of my thoughts. Please let me know what you think about it. Thank you. Namaste.